Okay, this is my Centurion Qex porcelain furnace, and I need to replace my vacuum solenoid, which is leaking, is not holding any vacuum. So I'm just gonna show you how to remove it the easy way, because the hard way you will have to remove the motherboard, and that you can destroy something else just to change the solenoid. Okay, I just got the solenoid order from Disassembly, and this is it. See? Okay, this is where you get. This is the one that controls the vacuum. All right. This is where you pull the vacuum out, and there's one control that opens to get the vacuum, and then the other one that shuts down. All right, or release it, whatever you want to call it. One is to open vacuum, and the other one is to lock the vacuum in and release it at the end. All right. When you order, it comes already with the wires attached and everything you see here, ready just to remove your old one and put a new one. All right. So this is what it is. This is what makes the vacuum works. Okay, I'm gonna be cutting camera because I just gotta show you. I gotta remove all this. All right. Let me see if I can control my my wide angle. Okay. I'm gonna show you first. You're gonna be removing the top 4 screws, right? There's 4 screws, and then you gotta remove this, which is already loose. I mean, I was doing the work already, but then I figure let me put a video on it so I can show everybody how it looks. So this is your muffler. Okay, I'm gonna put this on the side. Then I already removed the side plates that it has here. Okay, they underneath. And to remove that, you got to remove the 4 screws. There's 3 screws, one here, and one there. All right, on the other side too. So what you do is just, you got to stretch it out a little bit and pull it backwards. Okay, like that. Okay, let me see, my table is not going to fall on me. So let me see, how can I do this? I'm going to hold the camera with my neck. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but you open it up and just pull it. Okay, so this is the part that we removed. All right. Now, you got yourself your base. It has 4 screws, one here, one there, one there. Now this one you have to be careful, because you have to align it at the end with the muffler. If you don't align it good, then it will be bad to do it. I mean, you know, I'm going to show you at the end how to do it. But once you remove the 4 screws, then be careful also, because this is loose, see? So if you drop it, you break it, and that's it. So then you remove the whole plate. See? You remove the whole plate. Alright, and I'll put this on the side too. Now you got all your circuits here. Alright, now you got to remove this plate. So you can work easy, you don't need to, but probably better for you. And it has 4 screws in the back. So you already did remove it, so all you do is stretch it out, pull it out. You gotta be careful here, because this is the wire for the thermocouple. So you gotta stretch it out again and pull it out. There you go. Okay. Now you gotta make sure before you do all this, you gotta get your muffler up all the way and disconnect the plugs. If your fingers get in the middle of anything in here, you can chop your fingers off. All right. and this is the solenoid here. Now, to remove this, you need to get this board out, and the white bottom part that you see in there. That's like an aluminum plate all the way at the bottom, all around the motherboard. You have to remove all that. So, because this is attached with one screw, and that screw is attached to this white plate. It has a lip on the side here, and there's a screw holding these two pieces. So in order, for me not to remove all this, what I did is I opened a hole on the side here that goes all the way, instead of removing, all the way to the screw. Let me see if I can show you. You see that screw at the end? Okay, so you got to remove that to get the solenoid out. Okay, don't play with the motherboard or everything. You're gonna mess that up. Fastest way is that way. You open a hole through the metal. This is aluminum, so it will be easy. And there is your screw all the way at the end. Let me see if I found a screwdriver so I can start doing it. And once you remove that screw, the solenoid will be loose. Alright, then you remove and just follow the hoses. You replace the little hose that goes here and the other one that goes all the way to the muffler, which is this one big one. Okay, because that's how you where I put this. That's what the new solenoid goes. Alright, so I'll remove that part. I'll stop the camera because I don't have any tripod to show you, but once I get it out, okay, all I have to do is, like I said, you drill a hole. You gotta make sure you level it, or so you can get that screw all the way at the end. Okay, that's a screw all the way at the end, and that screw you gotta remove it, so the solenoid will be loose then, and then you're gonna be able, without touching the motherboard and everything else. Alright, so I'll be back when I remove it, and I'll show you, and then we work backwards with it. Okay, alright. Okay, other thing is, okay, to remove the cables, okay, you gotta lift, see the white parts in here, you gotta lift it. Let me get these holes out of the way. Okay, you gotta lift the plastic white a little bit so you can release the lock. Okay, still locked. Let me see. Oops. Alright, the next part is you gotta mark your cables. Alright, which one goes on the first plug here. Okay, you just gotta mark that, which one goes where. So I'm just gonna mark with a red dot, so I know where. I'm gonna mark with a red dot here. I'm gonna mark with a red dot there, so I know where my plug goes. Okay. All right. Okay, I remove one. All right. Now I put it on the side. And then there is the other one. That's the screw that's coming from the other side. All right, now when it's this way, put the light so you can get some light in there. You gotta lift it up a little bit out of the screw, and then remove the green hose that goes to the back of the furnace. That's where you plug your vacuum in there. All right, so I'm gonna cut over here. I'm just going to remove this hose, the green hose here, from the back of the solenoid. Okay, be back. Okay, now I got it out from the screw here. See, I got to remove the hose, and if you can see there, that is where the screw goes, this is the lip. That in order to get them out, you have to remove it out of the furnace. Okay, with the whole motherboard probably. Okay, so the fastest way it will be to open the hole there, which is the screw there, see? Alright, so I'm going to remove this together and I'm going to install the new one now. Alright, be back. Okay, I got the old piece out here. Alright, I got the old one out and the new one in. And just to make sure which one is okay, so the red one, I think this one is for the release, the vacuum release, which is the second one. The first one, that's where the vacuum goes. That is this one here. Okay, that's where the vacuum hose connects to. That's the first solenoid here, and then the second one is gonna be the release. So, all right, I already screw it. See, I put the nut over there. Here. All right, like I said, I went through here, and now you gotta connect the little hose. It goes to this. Okay. There it is. And then the other one, you gotta connect it back to this one here. I need two hands, so I'm not gonna be able to show you. And then connect the plugs. They go through this hole. Connected to the transformer. They go through this hole, both wires. So they connect here. All right. So that's what it is. If you ever need to replace the motor for the what do you call this? The chamber here, or it's over here. Always be careful, because there's a scissor type thing here that you can, you put your fingers in there, you're gonna, once it closes, you're gonna chop your fingers with this, so you gotta be careful. Alright, you need to replace the motor, is here. What else? Any adjustment probably you do there. What else he has in here? Not much. Alright. Not much. Everything is done in the computer here, so all this is mechanical stuff. Alright. And what else? I'll give it a shot so you can see what is a little wire shot here, so you can see all the parts. Alright. The hose that you see here is the one that goes all the way to the muffler. And by the way, if you can order these rubber seals, and there's fiberglass washers here. That's what seals the muffler here. Alright, that's your thermocouple. I also seal it just in case. This is where the vacuum hose goes down here. Alright, so also you can leak from it because it move. You can move this way, so make sure it's tight and everything is tight. Alright, so basically that's what it is. Okay, alright, so let me put it back together and I'll show you later. Okay. Okay, everything is connected. This part, that part. You gotta be careful, because this one, the little white pieces here, because I broke one on the way out. Okay, so it has two of them. And when you lift it, just be gentle with this. Be gentle and pull it out. All right, because I lifted too much and I broke it. All right, so it's all ready to put back together. You're gonna start by putting this white part here. All right, that's your basic start. You're gonna put your. Let me see if I can get a white shot. Yeah, you gotta put this back in there. Sorry about the camera, but I'm working with one hand on a small camera, so you gotta put this back, then you gotta put the top. Alright, once you got that, then you gotta put this plate here, and this is the plate I'm gonna show you, because this was the one that you have to be careful of all of it. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to put back this plate, and this is the one you have to be careful. Okay, because the rubber seal here has to align with all this here. You put it crooked, it's gonna be metal to metal. Alright, metal to metal. So even when you put it, because the holes are too big and the screws are small, so still it moves this way, so it has to be perfectly aligned. Alright, and to align it, I'll show you how, but first you put the screws. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I aligned it already. Okay, now it's time to put the cover here. Alright, with the 4 screws attached on top. Then it's gonna be the time to slide the other part. You slide it out, and remember, when you're taking this part out, it's a little bit hard because you gotta pull it out outwards. Okay, so it doesn't get stuck on these edges here. So you gotta lift it up a little bit and, you know, slide it back. Okay, because I mean it feels like it's stuck somewhere. But once you lift it up a little, it will slide easily. All right. So I guess just about it. Let me take. I'll finish it up and I'll take another snapshot on there, another little video, and I'll put everything together at the end. All right. Okay. Bye. Okay, so it's running the cycle for opaque. Alright, they just wanna wait for the system to do the vacuum. Okay, and the vacuum is already, you know, on 30.8 inches, 30.3 inches. So it's a countdown. It's not going up like the regular furnace, you know. The needle used to go all the way up. Now this one is from up to down. Okay. Okay, I just put the vacuum, and the new solenoid is working. Alright, it's keeping all the vacuum in. So it was the solenoid. Okay, cost me $200, $216. So, but it's holding vacuum now. Alright, I didn't like it before. Now it lost. Oh, yeah, it's playing between 1.1 and 1.0. Alright, so it's not that much. And like I told you, you gotta make sure everything here is sealed, so it's not mounted on the metal to metal. It has to be with the seal. I replaced the seal. I replaced the 2 gaskets. Alright, with the washer, fiberglass washer. Okay. And now, see, I mean, I figured that it's losing vacuum the normal way, you know, 1 or 2 bar inches, or inches bar, whatever. So it's holding vacuum, and now I got the temperature rising. So even if it cycles twice during the whole process, that's good. Before it was cycling like 5 times during the normal firing. So now that is steady, I'm happy with it. So, alright, I'm going to post this video, see if it helped you and anything. And any questions later on, let me know. Alright, good luck. Okay, I put the plate in there, and you see I put the screws, 4 of them. But the plate, you can still move it. See? Don't tighten it. Okay? After this, once you had it this way, then you plug the furnace back on. Alright, let me go to my table here.
This is the ultrafiltration process, where
and plug them.
retain the smallest of particles.
Alright, so my furnace is on. I'm going to turn it on.
Is verified, as well as its flavor, color, and natural fruit sugar content.
Alright, now since it's open, I'm going to close it, but not all the way.
Throughout the year, a portion of the production is stored in this sterile warehouse area to await being bottled during the year. Each reservoir can hold 29,000 gallons of filtered juice. No preserving agent is added.
You can also, to make it easy for you, let me see if I find. You can put screwdriver here.
These little drinking containers
Alright, you can put a screwdriver just the tip. So when you, or something small like a blade, I can hold the camera and do the adjustment at the same time. But you just gotta make sure. See, you click the button to close it, but then you can push it back on. See?
Another automated production
there.
Fills bottles with
now I got chance to do it.
They circulate in a row on this conveyor. Bottles are washed and disinfected with hydrogen peroxide.
You gotta make sure auto. Okay, so this is it. You're just gonna make sure. I ain't gonna be able to show you, but you just gotta make sure everything is aligned all around. Okay, because I cannot work the camera and at the same time align this. Alright, so you just gotta make sure everything is aligned all the way in the back. And once it's aligned and tight, then you turn the screws and tighten it. Alright? Okay, be back.